It's a fucking nightmare, you bitch!
What is up, guys? It's me, TheGamingD, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing another game review, and this game review is going to be on Need for Speed Payback. It's the newest addition to the Need for Speed series, going all the way back to the PlayStation 1. And now, it's been a, I feel like a long time coming for there to actually be a good Need for Speed game to come out. I think the best games were on the PS2, just between the maps, the races, the story, being able to customize, every inch of your car. We haven't really had that in a racing game in quite some time. Need for Speed, the 2015 game, now that one had a small touch of that, which if you want to hear me talk about that and the things that I like and dislike about that game, go check back on my channel in my game review playlist. I did do a game review on that Need for Speed game. Now, I'm going to start talking about the things that I like and then the things that I dislike about this game. So, starting off, the map. The map overall is a big map for a racing game. To drive from one end to the other, I'd say maybe it takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes, maybe. It really depends on the vehicle you're in, because if you're in one that can max out at 120 or compared to one that maxes out at freaking 200, then there's obviously going to be a time difference. But yeah, it's a pretty big size map, and then another thing with the map is there's different regions. So you have the city, you have kind of like the mountain area with like small houses every here and there, like local shops, curvy roads, pretty much where you expect someone to drift. In one area, then kind of in the middle of both of those two, you have like the desert area where you can go off-roading and such. Now, another thing that I enjoy about this game is the cars sound great, just like every other Need for Speed game that has came out. Each game they start to improve the sounds of each vehicle, and that's something that I really, really enjoy about every single Need for Speed game that has came out. But another thing that goes with the vehicles, there are different types of vehicles that you can do. So, for example, there's another thing here on my list of things that I like is there's different types of races. So you can buy different types of cars for the different type of race that you want to do. So if you want to do a drifting race where you gotta mostly drift around streets and take sharp corners, you can pick cars that do that. You can have cars for drag races that is mostly in like a straight line. Every now and again you turn, but mostly that. You got the off-roading, and that's just for saying itself. It's just off-roading. You can, it plays better off-road. That's what I'm trying to say. Just overall. And then you have the regular race. So, there's different types of vehicles for different types of races, and I think that's a cool variety when it comes into this game. Another thing that I like is there is actually day and night time. What I noticed on Need for Speed, the 2015 game, is it's mostly nighttime. In the time that I've played it, it was always nighttime. Also, it was always raining in that game. This game, I don't think I've ever seen it rain. I haven't seen any other like storms or whatever. It's always been either daytime or nighttime, and I think that it makes it more realistic. Like, who's just going to be racing at night? Let's be honest. So, I think that's a cool addition that they fixed compared to their past game. let's see. Another thing is you're not always online. In other games, they started to do this when around the time the PS4 started to come out, and they started releasing games. They started making games that were always online. So, for example, Need for Speed, the 2015 game, that was always online. There's always people in your server no matter what. The Crew, that was always online. What other game? You have Destiny, that's always online. You have, what's it called? It was like a Elder Scrolls Online. That was always online, hensing the Elder Scrolls Online part. And I think they realized that wasn't the greatest thing to do. This you can kind of choose. If you want to be alone, you can. If you don't want to be alone, you don't have to. So I think that was really cool. And I'd say this is the final thing that I like about this game, is there is actually a story to this game. Now I'm going to be spoiling it for you, so if you don't want spoilers, go ahead and skip ahead, I guess, until you think I'm done talking about this. But the story, it's unique in a way. So you start off the game racing. You're doing this heist to steal this guy's car. Alright, you get the car. I think you're racing for him, and you're gonna take his car, sell it, or something like that. So you have your crew of people. I think it's like 4 people, if I'm not mistaken, 4 or 5. Oh, well, it's 4 including yourself. So I'd say like 5 people, and one of the people in the group was kind of fishy, and you ended up doing the heist or whatever, taking the vehicle. You bring it to the location of where you're supposed to put it in the truck, and come to find out one of the people, the one that was fishy, that people were, guessing she was going to end up doing something, she ended up knocking one of the guys out that was at the post to pick up the vehicle, and then she takes the car and drives off with it and takes it. And you end up working for the guy that stole that you stole the car from in the first place, and now you're trying to get revenge on that woman that stole the car from you, that you stole from the dude you're working for now. It's weird, and the whole time you're just trying to, you're trying to get back at the girl. Just It takes forever. I spent I think 2 hours without seeing a cutscene, and I was just doing all these races. So I don't know. It's weird. Also, the cutscenes are actually animated, unlike the Need for Speed 2015 game. So I think that's cool. More work into the game. Now, going into the things that I dislike about this game, there's not many. So, just want you guys to know this. The HUD, first of all, I want to say the HUD in the game, I don't really like. I think in the previous Need for Speed game, the 2015 game that I did a review on, I talked about how the HUD looked nice. It was transparent, and the colors in it just looked nice. I said that because it made, it looked real. It looked like a real speedometer in your vehicle if you have some type of sports car, and it looked old school to me. It looked like the PS2 and PS3 HUDs that you would see. This one, I don't really like it. Yes, it is transparent, but it's obvious that there's a map there and there's a speedometer there. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think if they made it so you could customize it, I think that would add a little bit more to the game that I would enjoy, but yeah. I just didn't like that at all. Next thing, overall, there is not a lot of customizable options. Now, I'm referring to the 2015 game a lot in this game review, just because that's the most recent Need for Speed game that I can compare I know there was, in between that time, I think there was Need for Speed Rivals, but I had never played that, and I honestly heard that game was trash, so I don't even want to play that. But between the two, the 2015 game it's up there more when it comes to the customizing side of everything. So in that game, you can literally customize from like fenders to the color of your brakes to color your wheels, the types of wheels. You can put different rims on the front of your car compared to the back. You can change what your hood looks like. You can change the color of your doors compared to your color of the rest of your car. Like you can do a lot. You can put stickers on your windows if you wanted to. I feel like that game was more of the original like street racing game, like Need for Speed was supposed to be, or like it was back in the day. Now there's not much to customize. You can customize your engines and the color of the vehicle. That's pretty much it, to be honest. I haven't found a way to do more customizable options in this game, and I don't like that at all. I think that I don't know. It just kills the mood for me. Just because I can't make the car my own. I have to make it stock, but not stock. So like the stock look, but the inside of the engine and the components are not stock. So I don't like that. Another thing is it's gonna be going with the second and third thing that I dislike, they kind of go together. First, you start off with NOS. So if you don't know what that is, it's the nitrous. It's like a speed boost. You get it, and then it goes up when you drift or when you do something cool, I guess. But you start off with that. In any other game, you normally don't start off with it, and you have to earn it by doing races, unlocking parts, getting it, putting it on your vehicle, yada yada yada. In this game, there's not much working up to anything. Each vehicle you get starts off with nitrous, no matter which one it is. You could even have an off-roading vehicle and it starts off with nitrous. This game, to me, it seems kind of like a pay-to-win. You have to do a bunch of races in order to buy parts to upgrade your vehicle, and overall it doesn't make that much of a difference when you're driving around and performing like the average racer would. It's very boring. It's not you don't get that feeling inside where you can actually you're like, yes, I achieved something. In this, it's just like, whatever. You're like, you win a race, you get to pick a free upgrade, and it's always higher than whatever upgrade you have already in your vehicle. So I don't know. They should have done a lot more to this game in the time that they had for it. I don't get why they promoted it big, and honestly, it's not helping at all. But overall, I think this game is a game if you like racing games and you just want to sit down, chill, drive around, have some races. You enjoy drifting, play this game. If you enjoy just cars in general, play this game. But if you want to feel something come out of playing this game, I wouldn't recommend it, because the story's not good enough for like playing 24/7, and just the game overall isn't good enough to be playing 24/7. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you did enjoy my game review on Need for Speed Payback, please tell me in the comments down below. Subscribe if you have not. Follow me on Twitter at TheGamingD123, and same thing for my Instagram. I think it's at TheGamingD123 as well. And yeah, give me suggestions in the comments down below if you want to see game reviews on anything else and or videos on any other game. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.